Hey everyone, my name is Mitch Dyer. I am at Star Wars Celebration in beautiful, breezy Anaheim, California. I'm joined by the Queen's favorite video game personality.
I think that's the best intro I've ever had.
IGN UK's Daniel Krupa.
Hey everyone.
Daniel, after 2 years, we have finally seen 7 minutes
Finally.
PlayStation 4 gameplay.
Yeah,
for Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, we went behind closed doors at Celebration. We saw gameplay that takes place on Endor, and it's kind of there in the trailer, but we saw it in with a lot more gameplay, artifacts on it. We saw like kill streaks, and you're kind of running around the planet. You're taking out stormtroopers that are zipping by on speedos. We see AT-AT, we see AT-ST, lots of stuff going on. But what I'm really impressed about it is how it's kind of it embodies the philosophy you see across all the new Star Wars stuff, where it's about authenticity, and it's about authenticity about the original trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, the smoke effects of a laser hitting a log blows up and it looks like Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It has a smoke effect that is vividly practical.
There's like a fizz of particles that looks just like a practical effect. And that's the weird thing, is that this is a game. It's composed of digital assets, but there's a physicality to it. So they went to Lucasfilm, they scanned using photogrammetry. Because, you know, DICE could make a realistic looking stormtrooper, but they've gone this extra mile, so the actual model in the game has all the blemishes and nicks of the original stormtrooper
So
stuff.
the characters and the ships that you are using in the game,
they're the real ones.
They're from the movie.
Yeah.
It's an interesting angle. I do like it. I think that's a great pitch. It's a great sell to some people like you and I who are like way into that stuff.
I wonder how much most people would really pick up on it, but it's like, this is real Star Wars. It's almost like we're using exactly the same stuff and same sets, because they've done that with also the locations as well. They've actually gone back out there, scanned them, incorporated them into the game.
So there are 4 locations in the game.
Yeah, they are Tatooine, Hoth, Endor, and Sullust.
You crushed it. Tell me about Sullust.
I remember 4 things. Sullust is, it's kind of the planet where they make a lot of the cool Empire weapons.
Yes.
So AT-ATs, all the kind of stuff, TIE fighters, they're all built there, and it's kind of floated around in mythology, but DICE have really helped define what it's going to look like visually. They went to Iceland, scanned it, scanned parts of it, took an influence from there, and they've really defined the look of this new location.
Yeah, I'm super excited to explore that, especially as, using the hero units, whether that's Darth Vader or Boba Fett or these other heroes. I think the Millennium Falcon counts as a hero unit. I'm going to say it does.
What are these hero units? That might be worth going into a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, so we don't know exactly how you unlock them, but throughout the game, you can acquire the ability to play as someone like Darth Vader and force choke enemies and use your lightsaber in combat, to fly around as Boba Fett with your jetpack, and presumably other notable Star Wars heroes.
So yeah, it's almost like this dynamic set piece where you're cast suddenly as like the boss.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
And I love the idea
of additional
powers. That becoming a focus, right? Like you spawn in the game as a very powerful Jedi. So now my team is focused less on that AT-AT that's wrecking everything, and we need to solve this Jedi problem immediately.
Because in the footage that I don't think is going to be released, we went down into an area where Vader was there shooting him, and he was literally just batting everything away with his lightsaber.
How do you
kill this? How do you tackle this?
You speeder bike him in the face. It's easy. We also, I mean, I'm a big Battlefront fan.
Yeah.
You're not.
I played a little bit. I was more kind of a Rogue Squadron kind of person.
Okay, that's fair. So no space combat. Sorry to disappoint. But
I know,
Rogue Squadron had a lot of in-atmosphere combat.
Yeah, and you said that wasn't the strongest part of Battlefront.
The space combat was not. I love the in-atmosphere stuff. I love flying around an X-Wing in an environment, landing it, jumping out, capturing an objective, getting back in and going out. For me, Battlefront 2, it was a distraction to hop in an X-Wing and fly around and get in a ship and suddenly leave space, and now you're inside of a ship. It was just confusing, and it divided people. I know a lot of people are going to be very disappointed that you can't just hop into a TIE fighter and take off into space. I know that was a big expectation for some people.
Yeah, but what you have to remember, and looking back on the original films, which are the inspiration for this game, prequel stuff is not going to be there at launch. It's not included. It's original trilogy. Look back at a lot of those iconic moments. They take place on planets. There's very few space battles in Star Wars, the original trilogy. And on December 8th, or if you pre-order December 1st, you get to play the Battle of Jakku. Yeah, this is really interesting.
It's set 1 year after the Battle of Endor, and many decades before Episode 7.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting.
Yeah, that's kind of your lead-in, your kind of canonical lead-in to Force Awakens. So when you see on Jakku, you see the kind of storm, the Star Destroyer kind of crashed. Maybe we're going to see how that happened.
I want to crash the Star Destroyer. I want to do a lot. I want to do a lot of stuff in Star Wars Battlefront, and we're going to keep you up to date on every single thing we can. Go to IGN right now. We have a ton of stories from Celebration about Star Wars Battlefront. But for all things Star Wars, stay tuned to IGN.